Any questions for Rachel? Seeing none, thank you very much. Next up, we have Gene and John Henderson. I'm guessing you want to testify together, right?
Sure.
Both from Elkhorn.
Both from Elkhorn.
Welcome.
Is this on now?
If your green light is on, you're on.
Okay. I'm John Henderson from Elkhorn, Wisconsin, State Assembly District 32 and State Senate District 11. I'm a lifelong resident of Elkhorn, 75 years and counting, hopefully many more. And I live in a very conservative area of Wisconsin. We're right next to Waukesha County. I think it bleeds over. But I'm here to object to the maps, and why I would do that is that Republicans and Democrats, as we've heard, both in Wisconsin, in Illinois, and other states have a long history of gerrymandering, and it really needs to become a nonpartisan function. And this is the ideal time to do it, because with the technology we have now and the new census, it's really going to be fairly easy to come up with fair maps. And I don't understand why you would pass this bill now, knowing that it'll be vetoed and it'll just waste more of mine and other taxpayers' money and time in trying to settle it in the courts. We've got too much of that going on already here in the state and in the country. As we've already heard, the vast majority of the residents of Wisconsin support fair maps. The majority of the counties have passed resolutions to have fair maps. So what is to do, you know? Whether you follow Iowa, certainly not necessarily the way they've done it, but the way that Wisconsin has always done things, working together to come up with maps that make sense. And in closing, I would like to pass on one of the things that I've tried to live by in my life. I've been in a Rotary Club for 52 years, and serving both my community and the world, and we continue to do that. Rotary's in more countries than McDonald's. Hard to believe. I even was shocked by that. I only learned that recently. But we've done a lot to do things good in both our local communities in the U.S. and the rest of the world. In fact, right now it's not Rotary, but my wife and I are volunteering to help resettle some Afghan refugees. So that we've done that before with Kosovo refugees, and it's been a big part of our life, and it fits in with the Rotary motto, which I want to share with you, because it's our four-way test of the things we think, say, and do. First, is it the truth? So think about that. Second, is it fair to all concerned? You really need to think about that. Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Absolutely, if you come up with fair maps. And will it be beneficial to all concerned? Yes. Fair maps will allow people that are willing to serve, and my hat is off to everyone here that is willing to serve the state of Wisconsin. Regardless of whether I agree with you or not, my hat is off to anybody that served. But it's an ideal time to bring our state and help bring our country back together. We are divided, and we are not going to succeed as a country if we keep going in different directions. Thank you. And I have my comments written.
Thank you. Jean, you want to add?
Hello, I'm Jean Henderson. We come as a pair, but I have different things to say. Very, very briefly, I just want to add these comments. I'm not coming representing a group, as so many fine people earlier did, with important responsibilities toward those constituents. Instead, I'm just coming as a very concerned citizen, deeply disillusioned. I have been to listening sessions of my representative who people ask me, well, why are you bothered to go? Because you're not going to be listened to. And in fact, that's exactly what happened. And I wanted to believe, yes, my voice will be heard, but it wasn't. Looking at this issue, I'm very concerned with the implications. While we seem to be emphasizing moving forward and leaving history behind, past actions are dictating our future. It's acknowledged that the previously drawn maps present some of the most gerrymandered and unfair maps in the country. Closely repeating this pattern only perpetuates these errors and unfairness. The maps now drawn do not improve fairness, but instead decrease Wisconsin citizens' opportunities to participate in our governing process. 10 years is a long time. 10 years can mean a lot of damage. I see damage in the disillusionment of my fellow Wisconsin citizens, and that saddens me greatly. We have an opportunity to change that.
Thank you, Gene. Any questions for John or Gene from the committee? Seeing none, thanks for making the trip from Elkhorn. Next up, Conrad Anderson.